You know how when you look at something and it doesn't quite seem right at first until you look at it a bit deeper. I was looking at this sample presentations in the Kingdom Ministry, March the 5th, and I just thought, well, I'll look at one random thing and just see what control or what the logical fallacy or what just simple fallacy I could see in here. So this is a suggested presentation. Goodness knows what the Watchtower's actually about, who cares? But look what it says. This is one of the questions there to ask. There are many churches and denominations and various beliefs and practices. Right, okay, so they've set the precedent there. They're talking about churches and denominations. That's the bait. Now look at the switch. Do you think that everyone who claims to be a Christian is really a Christian? Allow for response. Do you see the switch there? One moment they're talking about churches and denominations. Then they're going on to talk about everyone who claims to be a Christian, really a Christian. So you've gone from one thing to another there quite swiftly. Allow for response. And then it goes on and says, according to Jesus, this is one identifying mark of true Christians, read John blah blah blah. This magazine discusses 5 statements of Jesus that help us to identify his true followers. Yeah, I know. Of course not everybody who claims to be a Christian is really a Christian. What about the paedophiles in the organisation? What about the elders that are still practising bad things and were appointed when they were practising bad things? What about the pious sneers who are knocking off their return visits and getting away with it? You see, it's all very well asking a question, Watchtower. Why won't you allow that question to be levied against yourself? To me, this is just another hypnotic bait and switch load of old conkers, and I would ignore them.
Hello, I'm Mr. Orange. How are you today?
I'm all right. I'm Mr. Bananas. Yes, I hope you're okay.
Anyway, awake. I wasn't content just to find something for the Watchtower. Then I looked at this. We're talking to our neighbours about a disturbing trend. Oh, it has to be miserable and disturbing, doesn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. How does the Watchtower cope if things are going well? Oh, it seems that people today are increasingly angry and quick to lose their temper. Do you spot the weasel there? Increasingly angry. What do you mean increasingly angry? So like every day somebody gets a bit ramped up a bit higher. Well, soon everybody will be bursting blood vessels, if that were true. It always has to be on the negative, doesn't it? Increasingly angry and quick to lose their temper. Yeah? Yeah, quick to lose their temper. Like an elder who's losing a debate in a judicial committee, for instance, maybe. Yeah, could be, couldn't it? What do you think is the cause? Cognitive dissonance, dumb ass. Cognitive dissonance. The Watchtower's telling you one thing, preaching one thing and doing another. It's cognitive dissonance. That's why they're so angry. And they're not increasingly angry. That's a load of rubbish. Notice something the Bible says about anger. Read Psalm 37:8. This magazine outlines some of the reasons for increased anger today, as well as ways we can keep our anger under control. Oh, and I bet the witnesses going out there taking these magazines, the Watchtower and the Awake magazine, haven't even read the bleeding things in the first place, have ya?